Well, hello there, you lovely people. Right, I thought it was about time I did another quick sales roundup. I'll just move my mic. Okay. Yeah, so I've put together, well, I've picked out a load of stuff that I've sold recently. It's all going to be my items, so this isn't going to be any of Andrea's clothing items. I've just tried to pick out a selection of varied stuff that hopefully will be interesting. And as we go through, I'll try and remember how much I've spent on it. And obviously you'll see, because I'm going to share the actual eBay listing, what it's sold for. So that's the plan. I've picked out, I don't know how many, quite a few. So get comfy, grab a cup of tea, and we'll have a look. So let me just sort out screen share, and we'll go into eBay and look at some stuff. So hold on. Right. So you should be seeing this. This I picked up ages ago. I can't really remember where I got it. I seem to recall it was just in a job lot of stuff I picked up ages ago, and it sat in my wallet for literally years. I took it down to like a sort of pawnbroker's place who told me exactly what it was and gave me a valuation on it. I didn't sell it to them. I stuck it on eBay. Now this price here, $69.99, is what I was asking. Somebody offered me 50 and I just took it. I was happy with that. It's a tiny little thing, as you can see, 35mm long, 18mm wide. It's about 1mm thick. But yeah, I mean, jewelry is something I've never really got involved with. Buying and selling gold and silver is something I know little to nothing about, but I was really pleased with that. It owed me nothing and it sold, I think it was on there a week or two, maybe. Not even that, maybe less than a week. So yeah, pleased with that. But as I say, I got 50, which was an offer I accepted. I didn't get the $69.99. Next up, just some books. I was just pleased with what I got on these. I think these were picked up at a boot sale. I doubt I would have paid more than £2 or £3. They were Animal Arc books. Here you go. Oh, it's doing that weird thing where it jumps. Anyway, yeah, Animal Arc books by Lucy Daniels, 26 in a sealed cellophane wrapper. It was odd because if you look here, it starts at number 3. Still don't understand why, and it goes all the way through to 28. Anyway, they sold nice and fast at £25 with $6.99 to cover Hermes delivery. So that's that one. This I was glad to get rid of because it was bulky and it was just annoying me. Picked that up in a charity shop for, I can't remember, £2 or £3. Not sure exactly. I think we shared it in a haul video at the time. It's like a massager. You can see in this picture here, that woman's leaning against it. And yeah, I had it on at 20. I dropped it a few times, very little interest in it. In the end, it went for $12.99 with $5.99 shipping. So I'm just glad to get that out of the door. I've got a few sort of dregs of the electronics kind of purge I had a couple of months back. This went, it's just a basic Denon radio tuner separate. I got it at jumble sale, I think, so it owes me £1 or £2. And yeah, it went on GSP. I think I actually took an offer of a little bit less. I think it 17 or 18. But yeah, happy to get a shot of that. Roller skates, I've had these very pair a couple of times now. They're Osprey adjustable ones. So the front of these pulls out and you can sort of wear them as your feet grow, or as your kids' feet grow. Yeah, they were at a jumble sale. I think again they owe me a couple of £, and they went for 15 with shipping of $4.99 on top. Willow tree. Now I thought I'd sold all of these ages back. I shared that we picked up a bunch of willow tree stuff, and I thought we'd sold it all, and then I realized I had this still sat on the shelf and for some reason it wasn't listed. So I don't know what had happened there, how the listing had vanished. Anyway, I quickly made up a new listing for it, and it had sold within a week or so of listing it again. So yeah, I got 20 on that one with $3.99 shipping, and I was well into profit on the whole bunch of those that I picked up. So they're worth looking out for. They're usually labeled with that on the bottom if you see it. Not all of them have good value, but they are quite sought after, so they're worth picking up if you can see them cheap. Converse. Now we picked these up, Andrea and I, we went over to Essex to pick up a giant red nose day nose, and popped in a couple of charity shops, and Andrea found these. They'd been on for ages, and we were sticking to this $29.99 price point, which is what I think we started at. We may have started a little bit higher, but I'm not sure. And we were kind of holding out and holding out. Eventually somebody offered us 20, and we thought, you know what, we've had them that long, we're really still in the mindset of clearing, so we took 20 with $4.99 shipping on. I can't remember what we paid. It was £4 or £5, something like that. So not amazing, but glad to move them on. The last of the nerf that I had in stock, I had a bit of a clear out of nerf a while back. Made a few bundles and sold a few bits individually. That was a reduced price just to clear the last little bundle, so £23 for those couple of guns there and magazines, etc. Now this, I picked up two. It's small. This is only like postcard size painting, but I picked up two. This one and one that I shared in a hangout with Zahir, which was of Malta Harbour. I've still got the Malta one, which I thought might be something quite special, and this, which was just a local scene of a village called Reed, by an unknown, as far as the research I did, artist called Arthur Bennett, as you can see there. So yeah, tiny little painting of a pub, cost me 10 pence. I stuck it on at 15 and it sold. So yeah, really pleased with that. But I do still have the other one, the Malta one. Yeah, some PS1 stuff, G-Con gun with Time Crisis and Time Crisis Project Titan, plus Area 51, which is also a gun game. Great little game to bundle up like this. The games weren't in great condition, but the gun was fine and all working. I got £23 with shipping on top for that little bundle. That was part of the huge haul of gaming I picked up a while ago. I'm still slowly getting rid of all of that. This Snow Leopard I shared, I picked up at a jumble sale. The CDs, which this was included in with the CDs, were, no, let me remember, £5 for £1, maybe £4 for £1, can't remember. Yeah, I was hoping to put it on Amazon, but it's restricted, so I couldn't. On Amazon, I would have got nearer 50 for it. eBay prices were going a lot lower. I priced it at 24 and got that within a few days. So it's still pretty good from, you know, it owes me like 20 pence or something. So that's good. This, again, from the huge haul of gaming, there were 3 or 4 PlayStation 1s. This one just was completely dead, was not working at all, and some other bits and bobs that, you know, were faulty. Rather than just chucking it, I stuck it on as a faulty spares or repair bundle, exactly as you see there. It doesn't have all its leads. There's a few random odd leads there. An old Falcon gun and some pads that all had issues, and I was happy to get it out the door for £10 with shipping. So it's good to get a shot of that. This, now, I shared not long ago, I at a jumble sale, I picked up a bag for like 20 pence. It had 2 of these, what do you call it, like visors for helmets, and 2 mouth guards. The 2 mouth guards sold really quick for £20 each. I've now sold this visor for 20, and I've got another identical visor left. So assuming I sell that, that's going to be £80 return on a 20p investment. And everything's got shipping on top. So, but obviously that you've got your eBay and PayPal fees to come off that. But wow, really chuffed. I had no clue really what they were or if they had any value when I was picking them up. But that's the beauty of jumble sales, really. Stuff is so cheap, you can just take a punt and just see what happens. And that one worked out really well. This was from a Village Fate. It owes me £1. It's not old at all. It's a modern made thing. It's just got a little battery run, like quartz little mechanism in it. But yeah, I was quite pleased. I got £18 with £3.99 shipping on for that. It's just a little pocket alarm clock, really, made to look vintage. If you look at the pictures, it closes up. It looks really cool, but it is very modern. Oh, there you go. So yeah, easy, quick flip on that, and easy to ship. Just chuck it in a jiffy bag. This was I picked up a little SLR, old Praktica SLR camera. I paid, I think it was £4 for the camera and lens and a case and a flash and other stuff. Unfortunately, the camera, the mechanism on the camera, the wind-on mechanism was broken. So I just parted out the lens and was really happy to sell it for 30. Unfortunately, the buyer messaged me just the other day and said that it's not functioning right. Something's up with it. I can't remember how he described it, but it's got a fault. So I told him to open up a return. So I'm going to get this back, which is frustrating, but that's the way it goes. But it just goes to show, I mean, I know very little, if anything, about lenses, but I managed to sell that for 30. But yeah, as I say, it's coming back. So that's a shame. I could have just refunded the guy, but I like to at least make them open a return, because I think it's too easy to just fire out an email and say, something has a fault, can you give me my money back? So we always say open a return. And sometimes people just go away and don't bother if they were just trying it on. In this case, I think it's genuine. As long as what I get back is obviously the same item, then it's fair enough. It happens. This, I picked up a little Sony Handycam starter pack in a charity shop. It had a case, which I've already sold for, what did I get, 12 or 15 for the case. It had this official Sony battery, which, as you can see, I sold for 18, and it had a tape, which I sold. So I sold the tape, I think, for £7. Got 18 on this and 12 or whatever it was for the case, and the whole thing cost me £2. So pleased with that one. These I shared recently, picked them up at jumble sale. I was paying 50p a pair, and I've sold them, as you can see over here, 2 sold. So 2 lots of 4 like this at £10.99 with £2.99 shipping. So £22 before shipping, and the whole lot cost me what was that? £2. Yeah, so they were quick and easy to do and easy to package. These just went in poly mailers. You can't exactly break them, they're little foam floats. So yeah, very pleased with those. This I think was at a filler bag jumble, if I remember rightly. So it owes me pennies. I got £17.99 with £2.99 shipping. Simple as that. It's Apple Mac operating system 10, the Jaguar. Yeah, retail box version. Not much more I can say about that. Easy to do. These are Mega Blocks. Yeah, the the illegitimate cousin of Lego, which on the whole I avoid, but this was at a car boot sale like that in a box for £1 or £2. Can't remember what I paid. Wouldn't have been more than that. It's just a ready-made bundle, and I've sold this very set a couple of times. It tends to go well. You've got the cat name in it as well, which sells it. You can use keywords of JCB and digger and builder. Kids love this stuff. And when you've got it set up as a set like that, it's an easy sale. So I got 15 with $4.99 shipping on that. Now, recently you may have seen we've cleared all of the sport stuff down from the loft. The only thing I've listed so far are all these shuttlecocks because they were quick and easy to do. That's not my picture. That's just I scanned the barcode into Google, and in Google Images I found a product image of the exact thing I had. We've sold 2 of these already at $12.99 a pack with shipping on. So yeah, they're going well. And then I've got different packs, which are these. They have the title says 10 there, but that's the actual number of the product. Like, I think it represents the speed. I'm not really sure, but it's actually, yeah, they're Aero Sensor 10s, but there's actually 1 dozen in the box. So this is for 12, and they are going at £20 a pack with shipping. And this, I had 2 of these picked up at a jumble sale. I think I paid £15 for the pair. The first one that sold, I got more. It was either 25 or 30. And then this one, for whatever reason, just sat around, and I eventually dropped it to 20, and it went quick. So that seemed to do the trick, just dropping the price a bit. So I'm pretty sure I got 30 for the first one. If that's the case, so that's 50 before shipping. So not too bad from a £50 investment. They are professional spray guns. And last but by no means least is the teddy bear that, again, I shared recently in a jumble sale haul. He owes me 50 pence, I think, or 20 pence. I can't remember what the cuddly toys were at that one. The reason I went on him was because he had a tag that said Harris Tweed. There you go. And yeah, these are good. They're all handmade. To be Harris Tweed, they have to be made on a certain Scottish island, and it makes them really quite rare and sought after. And it's a one of a kind because it's handmade. There's only one exactly like this bear. So I didn't really know where to go, so I went 30, and he was sold within a few days. So yeah, I either priced him too cheap, or I don't know, or just right. Let's go with just right, shall we? I did see people selling brand new ones for sort of 40 to 50. So I figured that was fair. But yeah, really happy with that. Sold quick. He was, again, easy to package. I actually put him in a box because, I don't know, I didn't feel like just chucking him in a poly bag. So I padded him well and put him in a box. But easy to do. He's not going to get damaged. And he went off. He stayed in the UK. I think he went up to Norfolk somewhere. So yeah, pleased with that. Right, let's come out of screen share. Bear with. Okay, you should be back with me. Right. Okay, hope that was interesting. That's just a few bits and bobs that have sold recently. Nowhere near everything. It was just the more interesting items, hopefully, just a varied selection. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back on Sunday with another chat with myself and Andrea. Until then, hope sales are good for you guys, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.